Well, hi everyone. Welcome to Echo Art with Carmella-T. Thank you for being with me today. Well, it's Saturday and I hit 3 thrift shops today. So I'm going to bring you with me on what I got and explain to you some of the items. I was scouting primarily for items for my next art project, which is a little difficult to describe. I have to show it to you. However, let's begin with the projects. And thank you for having a cup of coffee with me. Thank you for being with me. You know, we're at 1,828 viewers. So come on board. It's free. You know, we are here to inspire each other. We are here to create, right, with the recycled materials, fabrics, and supplies. Recycling is a #1 activity we can do individually and together to actually help the polar bear's habitat. That's one. And I share these frequently, different little tidbits with you as we go through on our earth-friendly projects. But that's one. Using LED lights is another way to help the polar bear, and using renewable energy. So the polar bears, their environment is critical, okay? It's getting, in my opinion, I'm not a scientist or anything like that, but Alaska is hitting 80 degrees. I think it's in the next 24 hours. I saw the temperature, 80. So that's, I mean, we don't even have 80 here. Here we've got, it's like 65. So it's been around that, 65, 70. Really, for the end of June, so getting so close to July, it's a little unusual. However, the polar bear is one. There are many other lives, and including ourselves, including humanity, that we can do. Just so many. You can help with the ocean, help with the landfills. You have any ideas? I would love to hear. I'd love to hear them. Now, when I scout at the thrift shops, as you know, even though Boro Sashiko ancient methods use a sashiko needle, they use the organic fabrics. I use, as you know, embroidery needle with a thin eye. I use lacy crochet thread, and I scout for fabrics that are out there. If they're organic, I'm happy as a pig in mud. If they're not, and I think I can use them in a project, I get them. So this is, or speak to my scent, like speak to me on something that I really like. Okay, so this here, I'm going to show you what I got first in the free pile. So this, look, this little bluebird, little bath towel, and it's from Avanti, and it's, look, it's 100% cotton. So I will use this probably, yes, I will use this in the bathroom for a while until something clicks in my head. Wow, that's 100%. What can I use it for? This has a lot of life left in it. The fabric is in really good condition. This was free. So this was #1. I got that. I have 4 of these, so I'm going to hold them up. I don't have my tape measure, but I'm going to guess. Oh, maybe it's on here. No, it just says 100% polyester. So this was all in this bag. It says curtains. These are curtains. But look at the design, the embroidery, and the blue, the type of blue. You see that? That's a powder blue, powder cake blue. It's gorgeous. It's a sky blue. So I got 4 like this, but you can see how it's kind of on a slant, but I'm holding it, let's see, yeah, you can see the slant in the seam, see? So I got 4 of them, and I'd say this is about 50 inches. So I'm sure I can put this and up on some windows, or if not, they're definitely going in my fabric pile. They're gorgeous. We can use those for something. Now, let's see, I got these scissors. Okay, some more craft scissors for 99 cents. So, and they are nice and sharp. So these are nice scissors for 99 cents. Okay. And then, look, I got all of these incense. Now, look, all of those for $1. So usually you get like 6 for $1 or something like that. Maybe you could get 10 for $1. But there is a scent to them, but it's kind of low. And I think that's why they donated them, because the scent is going away. But there is definitely something, I can smell it. And it's a nice scent. I want to say it's sandalwood. It's very calming to me, sandalwood. Okay, so I got those, and I don't know, there's probably like a couple hundred right there. Now, I got this. My friend and I were talking about tea. She likes tea, and we're getting together for tea and coffee soon. But this, I wouldn't have thought, I know this is a colander, but it's tiny. It's only like 2-inch in diameter. And look, the little pan. I think it holds tea bags. Now, the only tea I can get away with is a very weak chamomile. I guess that's how you say it. I love to try the other teas, and I have, and I really like them. But they don't, they don't get along with me well. They either affect my head or my stomach. So, but I love this. So when I have chamomile tea, I can put the tea bag in there to, I guess, to drip. That was $1. That's really cutesy. So then I got this fabric, and this was $1.50. Here, let me undo this, because it says it's 1.5 yards. So now you notice with this fabric, it has some spandex to it. And the thing about working with spandex is when you're doing sashiko stitching, your needle, it's going to give it some resistance. And it doesn't mean you can't still use it. But you see how choppy the edge is there? That's because they lifted the scissors when they were cutting. In other words, it's difficult to cut. Very difficult. But you know what this is great for? If you cut it into 2-inch strips, this is not a lot here, but look, you can make beautiful, beautiful ribbons that will have a natural curl to them, just a flow. They just kind of fall beautifully. For your coin bags, that's what I love to do, is put this type of material on as bows for my coin bags. Or this would make an excellent crochet material if you cut it in strips and then do your connecting loop or tie, and then crochet a bowl or something, or a mat or something like that. Anyway, this is an absolutely beautiful material. Lots of life left in this. I would not want to see this in the landfill with all that spandex in it. So this is, I love the color on that too. So now, an upcoming project that I'm working on, 5 upcoming projects. So I've spotted these, They had some. These are the lacy crochet threads that I use. And if you've followed me on my channel, you've seen all different colors of these threads. I like to get my hands on the red. So even though half of it's gone, it was $1, I got it because I really like the dark red. So this teal isn't even open at all. And the price tag on it says $2.19. This is really old. So I kind of went, I was seeing if it was musty. And because a lot of times when they're that old, they've been sitting. Now I can tell it's been sitting, but it's not so musty that it's you can't use it. It's lovely. So I got that for $1 too. Everything I picked up was $1 today. So there's an upcoming project where one of my projects where I want the fabrics to be. Oh, let me show you these first. And I'll show you these. I got these sunglasses for 99 cents. And they feel really good. The other ones I got for 99 cents, but they're I don't like the way they fit. These fit much more comfortably. So for 99 cents, I have a little bit of a choice. So the next project I'm working on, after we do our needle felting bear, we're going to be doing a weather-resistant sculpture. So I started looking for weather-resistant. I want it to be primarily different wires. And when I say that, it's like you initially think of wire. The first sample I did was a floral wire, some jewelry wire, and some other wire that I had. I wanted to experiment. And I liked the way it came out, so I said, okay, now I'm going to scout for the larger sculpture that I want to do. So when I was out there, the first thing came to my mind is I wanted different color wires. And I automatically know, as we know, in something like this, like an old cord, you can't really see here, but these are all different color wires in there. So I'm like, I don't know, but I got it. And as I'm going into the next thrift shop, then I start coming across, like I said, this is burlap, weather resistant. I've worked with burlap before. It's very manageable. You can cut it. You can work with this nicely. And then I saw this ribbon that has wire in it. So that's pliable. See, oh look, you can see a little bit of the wire right there came out. That's why that was in the bin, 99 cents. A ribbon like that, it's about 2.5 inch wide. That would, that's a beautiful ribbon. But anyway, these are waterproof. Water isn't going to hurt those. So I got those to add to my project. And then I saw these. And I'm like, but I'm going to tell you what I was on the hunt for. So, okay, I saw these. These are the pipe cleaners. And they've got wire in them. And, of course, you can bend it. You can shape it. Okay, you can do what you'd like with that. So I thought that would be a nice addition if I decide to incorporate it into my sculpture. So I got those. And what I did is I went to the floral section because I was thinking if I could get a bouquet of artificial flowers for like 99 cents or a couple of dollars, that would be well worth it. They didn't have any. So that's the next scouting for me in the thrift shops. Now mind you, I have flowers that have the floral wiring, but some of those I want to keep. The ones I wanted to get rid of, I donated to the thrift shop, but they didn't have any, so that will be my next venture out, is looking for that. But as I was thinking more and more of scrap wire, the third thrift shop I went to had a tool section. I mean, a tool section, huge tool section. So I went in it. Oh, but before I got to that, hold on. In the craft section were these. Okay, some of you have seen these. They go on the table like for anniversaries and birthday parties. They're very pretty. And guess what? They're full of wire and foil. Foil. All the sparklies are foil. So I decided 99 cents each. I love the colors and the wires in here. I can totally use as part of my next project. So I got those. And this is what's happening. You're going through the thrift shop and your mind starts expanding and scouting, and you start scanning for anything wire. You get wired for the wire. And so then I saw these, and it's hard to explain what I might use these for, but these are shower curtains. So I feel like these are going to be part of my project, and we'll see. It's all about the aesthetic that I want. So those were 50 cents. Everything here was $1 or 50 cents. So then, before I got out of the craft section, I got these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful peach color pebbles, polished pebbles, glass pebbles. So I got those. I got a lot of stuff today. Then guess what? And this is always the way it is. The final store, my very final department in stock, I find scrap wires that I was thinking of and looking for the whole time. However, I love all the different wires that I got, including the pipe cleaners, because I wouldn't have thought of it, and the sparkly birthday celebrations. But look, this is a thinner wire. So my next scouting out, because it's floral, and this is lovely. I like the gold. So I like the green and the gold. I wonder why we had green and gold there. Just saying. Oh, for Vermonters, they would know UVM is green and gold. But look, so these were $1.99 each. So I got these, and so my next scouting. Oh, and then I got these for all of these for $1.99. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they were taped together. No, 99 cents. But the reason I got this is I'm thinking of the shine of a platform. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but this is what I'm thinking. So I got that. So that's what I did. And you know, it's just getting out there. If you're venturing in, it's just like with the materials. If you're venturing out there and scouting for something in particular, I was looking for organic cotton or something bright, and there were no cottons. There were all blends. And but of all of the blends, I thought this was the best. So anyway, with that, I hope that this has inspired you to use scrap fabrics. Get out there, do what you can. to, you know, add to your household, to your art world, making gifts, or, you know, maybe helping a neighbor buy something for your neighbor, because you're out there and you're finding it, and some of these things are super duper expensive. So, I mean, they can be, right? Now, nothing really today I picked up was too much. However, I will tell you that the glitter, you use this for junk journal and card making. One of these, one, could be $1.99 or $2.99. I got all 6 for 99¢. So for me, working on projects, because junk journaling, as you know, is one of our fortes that we do come around to and work on with all scrap fabrics. So with that, I hope that you had a wonderful Saturday, and I will be jumping back. I just wanted to get this video up here today, so I will be back up working on my needle felted bear in the next day, and moving more things up there, and I'll show you the progress that I've made with the needle felted bear, and then I will share with you the newer bears that I'm working on, because I'm working on a little baby one, wired one. Not just wire, I want to expand the materials so that there's all types of different materials in it that are weather resistant, so you can put your bear out on your porch if you want to, or in your garden, so like that. So with that, I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I wish you happy thrifting. Love and light.